Robert Clive, also known as Clive of India, played a crucial role in laying the foundations for British rule in India during the mid-18th century. His military skill, political strategy, and decisive victories helped the British East India Company gain control over key territories and establish dominance over Indian politics and trade. Here's how Clive laid the foundation for British rule. Victory at the Battle of Plassey, 1757. This was a turning point. Clive defeated the Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dowlah, by forging a secret alliance with Mir Jafar, one of the Nawab's generals. This victory gave the British control over Bengal, one of the richest provinces in India, and marked the beginning of British political power. Strengthening the East India Company, Clive transformed the British East India Company from a trading body into a political power. He used diplomacy and force to expand its influence and protect its interests, laying the groundwork for eventual British supremacy. Dual system of government. Clive introduced a system where the East India Company collected revenues, Diwani, while Indian officials handled administration. This allowed the British to profit without full administrative responsibility, giving them effective control over large regions. Defeat of French rivals. Robert Clive played a key role in defeating the French rivals of the British in India, particularly during the Carnatic Wars. The French, allied with local Indian rulers, posed a strong threat to British interests. Clive's capture of Arcot in 1751 was a major turning point, showcasing his strategic brilliance. His victory weakened French influence in South India and boosted British prestige. The final blow came after the Battle of Wandiwash, 1760, where British forces decisively defeated the French. These victories ensured British dominance over European rivals in India and cleared the path for the East India Company's growing political power. How did Britain's Industrial Revolution affect India? 1. Deindustrialization of India. India's traditional industries, especially textiles, suffered badly. British factories produced cheaper machine-made goods, which flooded Indian markets. Indian artisans and weavers couldn't compete, leading to the collapse of local crafts and mass unemployment. 2. India as a raw material supplier. India was turned into a supplier of raw materials like cotton, indigo, and jute for British industries. The focus shifted from food crops to cash crops, leading to food shortages and famines. 3. Drain of wealth. Profits from Indian resources and trade were sent to Britain, causing economic drain. India became a source of wealth for British industrial growth, but received little benefit in return. 4. Change in transport and infrastructure. While railways, roads, and telegraphs were developed, these primarily served British economic interests, moving raw materials to ports and finished goods inland, not Indian development. 5. Destruction of Indian economy. British policies made India dependent on British goods and destroyed its self-sufficient village economy. India became a market for British products, not an industrial competitor. In summary, Britain's Industrial Revolution turned India into a colonial economy focused on resource extraction and consumption, severely damaging its traditional industries and economy.